Should slavery be legal in Texas? That exact question was featured as part of the curriculum to be distributed to 7th graders in HISD schools.
As you might imagine, it's causing quite an uproar. Devin Clark is outside of HISD headquarters with how parents and the district are responding.
Seriously?
Okay, but think about that. That actually doesn't make any sense.
This can't be life right now.
It's badly thought out.
Warning. F-bombs will drop in this video.
Targets in sight. Hardpoint locked down.
Warning, friendly nuke has been launched. Repeat, friendly nuke has been launched. Capture chest.
Targets in sight.
Warning.
Y'all play too much. Let me sit up straight and adjust my crown, because I and my people of color, we are royalty. Welcome to Straddled Events. On this channel, we bring you the truth. Sometimes the truth is quite ugly, unbearable, and you just don't want to deal with it. But on this channel, you're gonna get it anyway. You are straddled the fence of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And on this channel, we're going to tell you to do better. Please like, dislike, subscribe, and share the videos. Now let's go. What in the tomfuckery is this going on in the Houston, Texas HISD school district?
What the hell is going on in here?
With some evil person, satanic, deciding to put a curriculum out for some 7th graders about slavery that happened in 1830, 1836. I don't even know the date. I just know that we're in 2024, and I'm trying to understand why we have to keep talking about slavery from 1836, especially poisoning the minds of some 7th graders.
Houston, we have a problem.
You're learning a lot of stuff they told you when you were younger was just bullshit.
Okay, you fired the shots.
Hostiles have captured hardpoint.
Shots fired. I guess you want that smoke.
You don't really want no smoke, do you?
War without end. Conflict everlasting.
You're gonna need backup, because in 2024, that shit is not gonna fly. The firepower coming back at you will be massive. This generation is not gonna put up with no 1800 slavery bullshit. It's not happening.
No, like that's too much.
Let me tell you what you just did. You put it out there in the atmosphere, so I'm going to address it in the atmosphere, because one of those 7th graders will absorb this into their little brain and think that they're superior over someone of color, to the point where you can enslave them to do whatever it is you want them to do. On the other hand, you would have one 7th grader that will look at that superior, quote unquote, 7th grader and want to beat his ass. That's the seed that you just dropped out there and planted on some 7th graders, some children.
Enemy in sight.
Sentry gun deployed.
Targets in sight.
Hardpoint contested.
That's not going to work for you. You just opened up a wonderful can of whoop ass for yourself. That's all that's going to happen. We're in 2024. Nobody wants to hear anything about slavery. No one is trying to be enslaved to another human being. No one. I promise you that. No seventh grader is concerned about slavery. They want to go to school, have fun, get out of school, and play their game. This is the reading of the curriculum. Friday, January 26th. Issue 1. Should slavery be legal in Texas? The Mexican government outlawed slavery in 1830. Point number 1. Point number 2. Many Texans were upset because they had previously legally brought their slaves to Texas. Point number 3. Many Texans were slaveholders and argued they needed to keep slaves in order to make money. And I am going to add a side note for educational purposes only. This is not from me. This is from Wikipedia. I'm just a messenger. It says a list of presidents of the United States who owned slaves. First of all, I didn't even know presidents owned slaves back in the day. Okay, so I learned something new. Disgusting as hell, but I learned it anyway. Here goes. It says slavery was legal in the United States from its beginning as a nation, having been practiced in North America from early colonial days. The 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution formally abolished slavery in 1865, immediately after the end of the American Civil War. The problem with that statement is that they didn't tell the black people that they were free. For I don't know how many years after that. That's a whole nother story. 12 of the U.S. presidents owned slaves at some point in their lives. Of these, 8 owned slaves while in office. 10 of the first 12 American presidents owned slaves. The only exception was being John Adams and his son John Quincy Adams, neither of whom approved of slavery. A big hand clap to you, John and John. Thank you. Somebody had some type of dignity about themselves for the immorality that was put upon the black people back in those days, which is still happening today. That's another story too that we'll probably not discuss because it's so irritating to talk about. Let's continue. George Washington was the first president who owned slaves, including while he was president. Zachary Taylor was the last one who owned slaves during his presidency, and Ulysses S. Grant was the last president to have owned slaves at some point in his life. Of these presidents who owned slaves, Thomas Jefferson, which is i.e. quote, Tom Fuckery, owned the most slaves with a number of 600 plus slaves, followed closely by George Washington. I didn't know this, so don't come shooting at me. Shoot at Wikipedia, okay? I'm just reading to you what my eyes can see. That is all. And to add insult to injury, let's not forget Thomas Jefferson, aka Tom Fuckery, had 6 children that he fathered with Sally Hemings, who was a slave. Okay? See, I can't do these. You know, this story right here make you just want to go slap the piss out of somebody. You know, so after I do this story, I'm going to have to go have a Himalayan salt bath, you know, massage my head because my head hurt, and regroup myself to become the nice, humble person that I am naturally. Because this shit right here will take you to a whole nother level of want to kick somebody's ass. And this is the reason why the kids don't need this shit. And to add insult to injury, Thomas Jefferson, aka Tom Fuckery, had 6 children with Sally Heming, who was also a slave, and she was also the daughter of a slave master. I can't even go any further than that because I'm all out of character for myself. I am usually a nice, bubbly person, ready to laugh about something, but doing this video, I have a headache, I feel dirty, and I need to have a nap. I will need a Himalayan salt bath with some rose petals and some milk, some baking soda, lemon, all kind of shit up in there to just try to cleanse me of all of this nonsense that I have absorbed. So I cannot imagine a 7th grader taking in all of this nonsense. What are they going to do with it? What is the purpose? Why are y'all still talking about slavery? Do y'all understand that the 7th graders of this generation, this new millennium, they will slap the piss out of you on some shit like this? Keep trying them. Keep playing with the kids. Leave the kids alone. Let the kids be kids. They don't want this. I don't want this. I have to go regroup my character behind this. And pray and ask God to heal my spirit right now because I'm a little bit fragile behind doing this video. I'm just saying. Y'all need to do better out there in the world. Damn. Crazy asses. This shit is crazy. Why are we talking about this? Parents, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all not outraged about this? It was only on one news channel in Houston. There are no protesting signs. It was a few people that they talked about protests at the school board meeting, but the guy sat on the school board. I mean, when I talked about this subject to my nephew and my sister, my nephew, who doesn't have any kids, said, are the parents using the school as a daycare center, or are they paying attention to what their kids are being taught? Because you should be outraged about this topic. Whomever put this out should be fired immediately, and those who covered it up to protect this person should also be fired immediately. This is a quote from a man who doesn't even have children. So what is going on with y'all parents? With the lack of wanting to do better for your children. Y'all gotta do better. This is, oh boy, I gotta go. I'm out. I can't even talk no more. I'm flustered. Do better. Damn.